This time of year always makes me rethink what's in my closet. I'm trying to keep fewer things, but better ones, pieces that are well made and easy to wear all the time. That's why I keep coming back to Quince. Quince, the fabrics feel elevated, the fits are thought. Don't you fast forward. Hey! Don't you fast forward. You listen to me talk about Quince. Wait till you see my stand-up comedy special, Packing for Rehab. Guess what I'm wearing on stage? Quince. Guess what I wear when I go to a meeting and I want to look handsome? Quince. What kind of Quince? Khaki pants, plain white t-shirt. Feels silky and soft on my body and I feel like a handsome man. Feel like there should be music playing as I walk around. The best part is that their prices are 50 to 60% less than similar brands. Guys, just go to Quince and look for yourself. You hear this all the time, this ad. You're always listening to other stupid podcasts talking about Quince. Well, why are we talking about it? Because it's awesome. Refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/morestories for free shipping and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too. Go to quince.com/morestories for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/morestories.
This episode is brought to you by Welch's Fruit Snacks. Big news for your kids' lunchbox. Welch's Fruit Snacks are now made without any artificial dyes. A snack parents can feel good about and the same delicious taste kids can't get enough of. All made with no artificial dyes. Try Welch's Fruit Snacks today.
From sauce to dust to nuggets, Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. No, they don't come in mild. That would make like 0 sense with the name. New Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
You're the tallest guy. Well, I don't know. Who's taller, you or Olden Polynice?
I am.
By how much?
A few inches.
Yeah.
He's
You're
probably
7. Are you a real
I'm
7'1"?
7'1", yeah. I'm 7'1".
What's Big O?
He's a 6'10", 6'11".
You're more beloved than him, probably.
You know what? We play on the Kings. I mean, he was before me.
He gave my son basketball lessons one
right?
summer. Yeah, he's
Oh,
a good,
he's
he
a
wants
good
to
guy.
coach so bad.
Yeah. I interviewed him when I was a GM up there.
Why can't big men get coaching? Like Patrick Ewing always wants to coach, and
He was another one, and I tried to kind of help him out. The coaching is kind of tough because you have to be with the group. You have to start with somebody, and then you build your resume but if you want to do on your own, it's kind of tough, to enter.
that's why I respect Derek Fisher. Like he said, fuck it, he's just coaching high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like if you love to coach, you'll find a way to coach. Right?
You got to pay your dues, working with some group of coaches, and then.
What do you think is harder, coaching high school boys or professional women?
Pro women, probably. The coaching college players, it's much easier. You develop them. They listen. If you go in a pro, nobody listens. Everybody thinks they're the best.
When you're a general manager, how often do players give you their ideas of what the team needs, or are they too busy traveling and?
Not that much, but I would approach to if I know that some relationship between the player that I'm looking for and my players, so I would check with them. Yeah.
So looking you up, Vlade, and doing research for the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
without doubt, I've had famous people on the podcast. You are by far, your Wikipedia page, you're kind of living like a Bill Walton type life. Like no one's getting more out of life than Vlade Divac.
Well, I'm trying. I enjoy my life.
I don't know many guys that are advisors to deputy prime ministers of their country. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah, that was like 2012, I believe. Yeah.
How does that come about? How do you go from like basketball legend to like I'm just gonna tell
It's an interesting story. So I was back home.
Here you go.
I was back home. And my wife was in school with that dude, the prime minister.
With the prime minister dude.
Yeah. So he had his own party. A friend of mine had the other party, and I tried to put them together, and they didn't like each other. So he actually told me like, I'll do it, but you got to be my advisor, you know. And I didn't like politics at all. So just for heck of their friendship, you know, I said, okay, I'll do it.
And how long did you do it?
I was doing it for a month. Then I said, I after the month, I said, look, you know, I gave my word. I was your advisor, and so I'm free now. So he said, good enough.
Could you do that remotely, or did you go back to Serbia?
No,
and,
I was there. I was there.
And you just go into like the parliament buildings and.
Not really every day, but like, you know, let's say every time he needs something, you know, I would be there.
Do you make some money? Do you get paid for it?
And, I mean,
A little stipend.
yeah, I would, you know, everything that I made from outside of basketball, like, you know, commercials, appearances, even though that paycheck that was coming from the government, I would shift to my foundation. So the money would go, you know, in my foundation for children. And
Are you still doing the Vlade Divac basketball camp?
I do, but more like, you know, I would do like once in 2 years or 3 years. You know, before I was a player, I was doing it like every year.
I saw on your Instagram page you advertising it last year.
Yeah, it was in Montenegro. Yeah.
It was just so funny. You're like, plus there's lunch, so you can get fueled up for the basketball court.
Yeah.
And a picture of me as a keepsake. Like you just.
No, you know, when I do the camps, I really, you know, stay there. You know, I talk to the kids. I work with them. You know, it's not like, you know, just showing up. You know, I'm involved all the time.
That's good. You got to give back, and you're big on that. You're big about giving back, which I like.
The reason why. I was a kid in my small town in Serbia, you know, back then it was Yugoslavia, you know, and I was dreaming about the sports, any sports. I was playing everything, you know, volleyball, soccer, basketball, anything that was...
Anything with a ball.
Yeah, basically. And I was dreaming, like, you know, I'm going to be this guy, I'm going to be that, you know. And when I retired, you know, and I was looking, you know, back to my career, where I came from, I was like, wow. Even though all my medals from World Cups, European Championships, Olympics,
Can you close it?
the trophies from NBA, my Hall of Fame trophy, I gave it to my city, you know, and they made a little museum, a room where they put all those medals and jerseys and everything that I got from sports. My idea was like, you know, to show not just kids from my hometown, but any kid that would come to see it. You don't need to be born in LA or New York or, you know, to make your dreams. You know, you can be born in Prijepolje, the small town of 20,000 people, and here I am.
And if you're 7 feet tall, you got a shot.
Yeah, let's be
Well,
honest.
it helps.
Yeah.
But
How's your
you have to
outside
dream.
shot? If you were like 6'6", could you train it from outside?
Oh yeah.
Fucking Vlade.
No, I actually, you know, I love the style of the games they're playing today. You know,
Yeah.
I think I could fit very well. You know.
I think so. Do you think if like a Shaq or like those classic back to the basket guys came back, would the game adjust to them, or would they have to readjust to the game?
I would say only a guy from that era that would have an impact on today's game would be Shaq. Anybody else would be tough.
People don't know. They don't know what a monster he was.
Shaq was like.
But you always did good guarding him because you would just kind of pull the chair out behind him.
Well, I would do different stuff. You know, if you try to stop him, you can't stop him.
can't
You know, he's gonna score his 30, 40 points, whatever. You know, pushing the wall, pushing the Shaq is the same thing. So I try to run up and down the floor. I try to do different things that I can make him tired. You know, so those kind of stuff. But
There's
you
more
can't
water
stop him.
too. You don't have to be. It's so funny watching
Yeah.
a 7'1" guy hold this 6-ounce water. We don't like to spoil the guest, Vlade.
No worries, no worries.
Vlade, you are one of 7 players with 13,000 points, 9,000 rebounds, and 3,000 assists. Can you name the other 6? 13,000 points, 9,000 rebounds, 3,000 assists.
Well, he should be my idol, you know, and somebody that I replace on the Lakers. Kareem is there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So already we're in ridiculous company.
Yeah, let's say. Then probably second guy that I would mention would be
How do you not know this?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see, you know, who played
I would just memorize it. Like if I was great like you, I would just know everybody I was as good as and just say
No,
it.
because I never paid attention to the stats and numbers.
Really?
No, even it bothers me today. You know, when they the record, triple double, whatever. You know, hey, it's the numbers.
You must hate watching a Lakers game because that's all they talk about.
No, I don't like that. It's what I like about the team. You know, the team winning. You know, and you know, who cares about if I score 50 points and my team lose? You know, that's.
Kareem, Hakeem.
Let's say Kareem,
It's a ridiculous list.
Olajuwon, David Robinson, probably.
No, same team.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 3. Patrick Ewing is there?
No.
No. Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think my favorite player of all time.
Yeah, I loved him. That's 4 guys, right?
Yeah.
One we mentioned already. One from
So Kareem, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Olajuwon, and 2 more, right?
yeah.
2 more.
I give you the country.
Is anybody a current player or no?
No. Foreign born and local.
Foreign born would be Dirk Nowitzki?
Shaq and Powell.
Shaq and Powell, okay.
Powell,
Powell, yeah, I love Powell. Powell is a
pretty
great guy.
underrated.
Totally.
And by the way, I think he's all of 7'1" too.
Yes,
I
he
was
is.
shocked when I met him. He just kept going up,
because
up, up.
because he's skinny, you know. But you know, he's very tall. Paul, I remember him, you know, as a kid. You know, we played against each other on a national team. You know, Yugoslavia against Spain.
Yeah.
Very talented kid. Yeah.
Listen to that list: Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kevin Garnett, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Pau Gasol, Vlade Divac. That's got to feel good. You got to be able to enjoy that.
No, I do. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah.
When you talk about the team, when you watch the Lakers now, we're on 9 in a row. Well, this is going to air in fucking June. Who knows? We got so many in the bank. The Lakers really turned a corner. It seems like it's all about team now.
That's the key.
What do you think? How does that happen? How does a culture completely change from like it's Luka, it's LeBron, and then you got AR, then all of a sudden it's just the Lakers now?
I think they realize, you know, they have to do it together, you know, and you don't need to chase your numbers because the numbers gonna come. Numbers gonna be there if you are on a high level like LeBron and Luka. They're gonna get their numbers, so you don't chase it. Just
Would
flow.
you max out put your general manager hat on? Are you still with the Kings?
Kind of advisory.
Are you allowed to answer? If you can't
Oh
answer,
yeah,
you can't answer.
I you know, I don't care if I'm not. You know, I don't.
Would you max out Austin Reeves?
I love his game, but I wouldn't as a GM. As a fan, I would because he's a great guy. He's a great player, but he's not on Luka's level. Let's say.
I just don't know how you let a guy like that play for someone else. You got to make it
You
work.
think somebody's going to max him out outside?
1,000%.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Well, there's bad teams that'll do it. But like,
There's good teams that'll do it. The guy averages.
No. I don't
You're
think so.
both high.
I mean, I think can you build? I mean, Vlade's here; he's the GM, but like,
You can build
your
a-
number one guy is
You
Austin
seen who he
Reeves.
drafted?
I know. Did you pass on Luka? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you pass on Luka?
Why I pass Luka? I had De'Aaron Fox on my team, so I was thinking, you know, drafting Luka, I have to trade Fox because Luka is unbelievable. And Foxy was start showing, you know, his capability, and then I realized if I have a Luka, you know, it's a small market team, you know, you can't, down the road you're not gonna keep him, you know, he's gonna go somewhere, you know, and.
And you did.
Did I make mistake? Right now, I believe I did, but who knows? You know, down the road, you know.
De'Aaron Fox was a nice pick, though, kid.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox is
Yes.
not, like San Antonio.
Look, San Antonio is playing in a beautiful.
They're going to
game.
be a problem.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
So-
Just now,
So that's why, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, I love Luka, I love, you know, his game. He's a unbelievable talent, and I was so happy when actually Lakers had the.
Who'd you
opportunity.
take instead of Luka?
Marvin Bagley.
Oof.
Yeah, Marvin Bagley, very talented kid, but unfortunately, you know, a lot of issues with the injuries. You know, he's now with Dallas, he's playing well.
It seems like everybody came through Dallas this year. It's like a
Well,
goddamn revolving door.
they're in process of rebuilding. You know, so there's a lot of pieces going out, coming in. You know, so
You want to
they're-
hear something funny? When I knew about the Luka trade for like 6 weeks, and I had to keep my mouth shut because of Genie.
Yeah,
And I was like, I didn't say anything, but I was like, don't trade AD. That's crazy. I was obviously, so thank God I kept my mouth shut.
But you want the funniest thing, when the trade happened? A friend of mine from Florida calls me and says, hey, you're off the hook now. Nobody's going to talk about why you passed the Luka. Everybody's going to talk to about the Dallas GM.
Was he drafted by the Hawks first?
He was drafted by Hawks,
Yeah.
And they traded him for Trae Young, and number one, and then first round pick following year.
It's pretty amazing. Like it's all right. So
No, look, it's very hard. When you drafting people, you don't know where it's gonna end. Is
there a guy like that? Is there a guy that I guess Victor Wembanyama was the last guy you go, this is a most ridiculous, or Shaq, Victor? It's always like a big. You go, this guy can't lose.
It's a great prospect,
just
but
never know.
you don't know what's gonna happen. Like the health wise, the injuries, the development, mentality of the player. It's all those stuff.
And you think about all the guys who didn't go on. Kevin Durant didn't go on. Jordan didn't go on.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys.
Your draft class was insane. I mean, Glenn Rice, Sean Elliott. How Dana Barrows got picked before Sean Kemp by the same team is fucking beyond me. But the second round, Sherman Douglas, Cliff Robinson, Hall of Famer Dino Raja, Haywood Workman.
Dino was the second round.
That's what I'm saying. The second round, Sherman Douglas, Cliff Robinson, Dino Raja, who's in the Hall of Fame, Haywood Workman, who was a damn good backup point guard for those Pacers team that used to kick the Knicks dicks in the dirt.
But when you're talking about second rounds, we have a current player in the league, Nikola Jokic. He was second round. He's a MVP.
That's insane to me.
Where do you think he is going to finish all time? I mean, he feels like a top 10 all time player on the way.
For me, I don't want to be. He's my boy.
Yeah.
Is he Serbian?
Yeah. I love the way he plays. It's beautiful to watch.
Because he doesn't jump?
No, he's just, the IQ is off the chart. Like, he sees things like a few seconds before.
Yeah.
He's so, I don't want to put him in number one, but top five for me, he's there, yeah. He's a, this new generation, new way of the game, he's number one, obviously. But you have to, Magic, Kareem, Michael, Larry,
Now,
Kobe.
LeBron.
Magic's he's
LeBron,
a big LeBron guy.
Don't get me wrong. He's great, but he's not my top 10.
Not in your top 10?
Nope.
Wow.
No.
Look, Magic's my number one overall.
Yeah.
If I'm starting a team intergalactic of all
Thank you.
time,
Yeah.
I'm going I mean, you got to take centers off the board. It's not even fair.
Let me tell you, I play with Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what he does. I would probably be okay NBA player. He made me a Hall of Famer. He makes everybody on the floor better, and you don't see that. And that's the quality that you can teach. Like Nikola Jokic, he makes everybody on a Nuggets team much better just because he's present. That's magic.
If I was the Nuggets coach, Jokic would take 50 shots a game. Like, why are we going through everybody else? Like, look at this guy. He hits threes. He's down low. He's all, like, just put him someplace, get him the ball over and over. I would just Wilt Chamberlain that shit every single game.
Yeah, but then you take away his talent of passing ball, finding open shots. So you got.
Do you know Vlade from his acting work? Married with children?
Yeah, I got again. Funny story. This morning I had some meeting. I was talking about how you call that. We're getting checks from the residuals. I got the residuals the other day from some of the shows I made. I think the envelope and the postmark was more value than the check. It was like 1.25 cents or something like that.
Yeah, it gets lower and lower every time.
Yeah. But still it's coming, so
yeah.
It's cool.
You and Ann have been married how long?
Got this, I have to take time, otherwise she's gonna be upset. I'm just kidding. We got married in '89, so figure out.
So one woman, that's great. Because my ex-wives get all my residuals.
Okay.
Every movie, Jerry Maguire, every TV show, everything I've ever done, they mail me a check, and the mailman goes, no. Goes over there.
No, that's nice.
Nice.
Look, in my case, it's not. She deserves in my case, she was behind me, all ups and downs. Even now, even if I'm not married, all to her.
Your wife's a star, dude.
No, she's great.
When I met her at the Lakers game, I just said to Joe before you came, I said, she has to get on like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or something. She has to be on TV.
She's great. She finished the acting school back home, and
That makes sense.
And obviously she was thinking to act, but getting married, kids, she focused on the family.
She says you ruined her career.
No,
she said it in front of you to me.
She did, but look, I had a talent, I had to take advantage of it.
How do you get married with children?
Being on the Lakers, it's Hollywood, I did a lot of different shows, a few movies. They called probably, office, and asked for me. It was me and a couple other guys. Clay Drexler was there, and Xavier McDaniel, 3 of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the same episode?
On the same episode, yeah.
Who takes that call? Kupchak? Jimmy Buss?
Probably PR people. I don't know.
John Black?
John Black back then, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I got you. Do you think there was like a big negotiation, or they just said,
no,
just give me a couple
They
thousand?
came to me, they approached, would you like to do it? To say, well, why not?
Yeah, just send the car. I'll do it, right?
Ed was funny, I love the guy,
I don't know anybody that has anything bad to say about Ed O'Neal. He might be one of the most beloved human beings.
He's great. And now, my favorite show right now is, Modern Family. So
It's great.
It's unbelievable. Watch over and over, especially on a plane, flying, over the world. You just press and.
Were you ever on a team flight that almost crashed or anything?
No, but again, the funny story. I was with Sacramento, so I was going. My family was in LA, so every day off I would use, and come to LA, and we're supposed to leave from Sacramento to Cleveland, and and I supposed to fly from LA to Sacramento and then go with the team. But then I figure out, it's easier for me to just fly from LA straight to Cleveland and meet them there, right?
As a player?
As a player, yeah.
That's rare, right?
Yeah, very rare, But I was lucky, my back then the owner of the Kings, he was from LA, so he was flying with us. We would go on the East Coast. When we come back, he would make plane land in LA first and then go to Sacramento. So I would go with him, right? So I meet the team in Cleveland and all teammates, especially Peja, because everybody talks about how lucky I am, right? So they're flying to Cleveland, and then turbulence starts, plane goes up and down, They freaked out. So they thought they're going to go down. And Peja looking at the seat next to him, empty. He said, Vlade, again. Lucky. he's gonna survive. So that was the only thing that they had.
But you weren't in it.
No.
Yeah, Byron Scott too. Like no. As much as you guys fly, I think there'd be something crazy.
I was lucky also with that charter flights. I was with the Lakers my rookie year. That was probably first year or maybe second year where they started using MGM company. We had before it was a commercial. Like they would go in business class and that's it. If it was enough business class.
Who in your lifetime was the drunkest on an airplane? Where you thought, oh my God, we might have to land and drop this guy off.
No, I can't remember.
Any fist fights on airplanes?
No.
Really?
No.
No teammates getting after it? Have gambling debts?
I'll talk to you about the gambling. Yeah, we play cards on a long flight, just try to kill the time. But
sounds fun, right?
Yeah.
But my teams, I play with the Lakers, I play with the Hornets, I play with the Kings, and then I came back and played with the Lakers. So all those teams were winning teams. So we were very professional. We were, we didn't do any crazy stuff. We were focusing on the game. About gambling, we played cards, and I would win a lot of money. But my principle was never take money from my teammates. So I would find, if you lose the money, I would find a way. I said, Jay, go do this and that, and we're even. So that was my game.
Tell Joe the Bobbitt story, the rookie Bobbitt.
Oh, you don't know about the story?
I'm so happy you haven't heard this.
Tony Bobby, that was my last year with the Lakers, the year after I retired. So I was a veteran on team. So we had a rookie guy, couple of them. And usually rookies help equipment manager, before practice, after practice. But those two guys, as soon as the practice is over, they would run out, right? So equipment manager approached to me and said, "Vlade, you gotta help me out and talk to those kids. They have to kind of help." So I did. Second day, he said they ran again. Third day, they disappeared. So I told Tony Bobby, I said, "Look, you have two choices: to do this, or I'll make something, that you're gonna remember me the rest of your life. So be careful." So he didn't listen, and then we played a game at the Staples back then, and he was in a suit, and he tried to be on the front seat. So there was a TNT game. I guess he wanted to friends or people from back home to see him on that he's with the Lakers. So he comes to me and says, instead of just telling him the truth, I want to be in the front seat so I can be on TV. He makes up the story. It's a Lucy Liu, across. She was there, yeah. He said, she's looking at me, so I think we have something going on. I said, okay, have a seat, and I let him sit. In the meantime, I asked, the usher, that I put the note on the writing, hey, Tony, this is Lucy Liu, give me a call and leave the number. So I gave it to the security guy to give it to Tony. So he's reading, and I'm watching. So he puts it in pocket, and then he started calling. But it was my number. But he didn't realize. So it's been happening for a couple of weeks. And I told guys on the team, I said, don't tell him. Let's have a game. So that was texting back and forth. He thinks he's with the Lucy Liu. And finally, I'll make a story short.
No.
Huh?
Don't forget the Victoria's Secret. And
oh, he knows everything. Yeah. So basically, I'm texting back, and I told him, as a Lucy Liu, hey, Tony, I'm doing some movie in San Francisco for a couple of weeks. I'll give you a call when I come back. I want to see you, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, I'm driving my kids to school, and he knows about it. So I'm driving. I can't text it. So I said, Luka, why don't you text back to Tony, but make sure it's a good message. So he's asking Lucy Liu, where are you? And then Luka texting I'm at Victoria's Secret buying something for you to see, And he comes to practice, he shows everybody, the message, and finally, after a couple of weeks, we decide to end the story, and I text him, I say, hey, Tony, I finished the movie. I'm coming back to LA. I'll send you a limo. Give me the address. He gives the address to Lucy Liu. She sends the limo. He goes to Santa Monica, some restaurant. But in the meantime, before he gets there, the whole team gathered together.
Oh, my God.
And that's hilarious, Kobe and...
and she was running late. And
she was, at Kobe asked me to say, where's your girl? I said, she's late, He said, call her. I said, I just talked to her. Call her right now. And he calls, and then my phone rings. I say, hi, this is Lucy Liu. He was like...
And it's all on film. You can look it up on YouTube.
Really? It's all on film?
The whole team.
It's a private. Yeah. But that was a funny story. Yeah.
That's amazing.
How long was this whole prank from the moment on the bench to the restaurant?
That was probably a couple of weeks, and I was so bad. I was thinking to go even further, but Lamar was very close to him, so he approached me one day and said, Vlade, I can't take it anymore. He's lying every day, so you gotta stop this. So we decided after a couple of weeks to...
They put cameras in the limo.
Yeah, I put the
and
cameras
you see
in
him
the
in
limo.
the back seat, and your wife telling the story is so funny. Like, he's in the back seat, his legs are wide open.
And I told the driver, I said, let me know when he goes to the limo so I can call the guys and tell him he's on a limo. They start calling him, so he start talking to them, and I have everything on camera because I installed camera in limo.
It's incredible.
And I had a camera in the restaurant too. So
that was
I'm a good producer.
Yeah.
Do you want to produce like TV and stuff? Why not?
Look, Anna is she finished acting school, and Luka, my oldest one, he's in the movie business. So
I saw him in Star Wars.
No, he was doing something on a stage. You know, he just recently.
He's like, look, I'm on Star Wars. He's in the background of a shot.
Yeah. It's
Dressed-
Luka is a great kid. Yeah, he's. I have a funny story about him. You know, he was a kid. You know, every parent wants their kid to do some sports, right? So he does. He picks soccer, right? Goalie, and I was so happy. You know, I'm European. I start as a soccer goalie, right? So I thought, you know, my kid is going, you know, using my steps, right? So year after, he said, nah, I'm going to do taekwondo. I said, okay, taekwondo, you know, it's mental thing, you know, be tough. That's okay. The third year, he goes with the baseball. I said, baseball. Nobody in Europe plays baseball,
Serbian
right?
baseball. Yeah. Yikes.
I mean, it's very
They run
popular.
the third.
It's very popular sports there, but you know, nobody plays there. You know, it's the most popular sports in Serbia.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we all have equipment, but we don't play.
Why not, do you think?
We have equipment in a car, baseball bat, but we don't play baseball. And finally, I asked him, you know, yeah, he picked swimming one year. So I finally asked him, so look, explain to me soccer, taekwondo, baseball, swimming. What's the common? He said, you're not running.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you don't like to run? I say, no, I don't like to run. I said, why? When I run, I got tired. I said, Anna, this kid is not going to be in sports. Put him somewhere. You know?
I hate running so much. I wrestle.
Okay.
I coach wrestling.
Yeah.
And I never make my wrestlers run because I'm not running.
Yeah.
I'll wrestle all day until I puke.
That's my oldest kid, yeah.
But I'm not. I fucking hate running on a cellular level.
I'm with you.
You're a guy that ran all the time, but you were a notorious smoker.
But you know what? The basketball players, we run, yeah, but it's more like a short distance speed. Like, you know, it's not like a long run, you know, I don't like it.
That's why I like wrestling practice. It's like, okay, do this for a minute, stop, go climb that rope, stop, do push-ups, stop, go wrestle that guy. Wrestle that guy, actually. Go over here, do this. I'm like, all right, fine. Yeah. I get too bored. Jay Mohr here to tell you about Blue Chew. Time for you to get bonered up for your partner. When your partner sends you that eggplant emoji, oh boy, it's on. I know that feeling. You get all that rumbly in your stomach, like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to do it, but sometimes it doesn't work. That's why you get Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the best. Less talking, more rocking, less hanging, more banging, less thinking, more dinking. Seriously, who wrote this? It's simple. Chew it and do it. Don't let your mind get in the way of a good time. That's my thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so great. The only thing that would make this bad is if I lost my erection. Beep. Cue the slide whistle. Beep. That's the sound of the Blue Chew kicking in. Man, they've been on a mission for years to get you bricked up, build your confidence, and help you actually perform in the bedroom. Their new arousal-boosting formula, Blue Chew Gold, is helping millions of men have better sex in 2026. Most ED meds only focus on blood flow. Blue Chew Gold goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow with 2 ingredients for mental arousal and connection. So you're not just physically ready, you're actually in the mood. We got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the third for free with the promo code MOHR, M-O-H-R, like more girth, more stiffness, more boner action. Go deep into the fourth quarter with that boner. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast and getting us all rock hard. A quick message from today's sponsor, the ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program. You ever heard this noise at 2 in the morning? Your dog's sitting there on the edge of the bed trying to jump off, but like mine, they're too small to get off, and you know they're about to vomit everywhere because they put their face in something they shouldn't have. What do you need? You got to take them to the vet. It's expensive, so maybe get that ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program. When you enroll in an ASPCA Pet Health Insurance plan, you could get a $25 Amazon gift card. It's a little treat for you while you're doing something great for your pet. The program offers customizable accident and illness plans, making it easier to get your pet the care they may need. It's been around for almost 20 years, and in that time, they've covered nearly 1 million pets. Make your pet 1,000,001. You can tailor your plan to fit your budget, your lifestyle, and your pet's particular quirks. Maybe your dog likes to stick his face in rattlesnake nests all the time. You're probably going to need a vet for that, and it's probably going to get really expensive. ASPCA Pet Health Insurance.com/more, MOHR. ASPCA Pet Insurance.com/more, MOHR. Eligibility restrictions apply. Visit ASPCA petinsurance.com/more. Hear my dog barking upstairs? That's what a fan she is. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independence American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. That Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Unbelievably Pepsi.
Amazon presents Jeff versus Taco Truck Salsa. Whether it's Verde, Roja, or the orange one. For Jeff, trying any salsa is like playing Russian roulette with a flamethrower. Luckily, Jeff saved with Amazon and stocked up on antacids, ginger tea, and milk. Habanero? More like habanero, yes. Save the everyday with Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You know those friends who support your preference for podcasts over music on road trips? That's the energy State Farm brings to insurance. With over 19,000 local agents, they help you find the coverage that fits your needs, so you can spend less time worrying about insurance and more time enjoying the ride. Download the State Farm app or go online at statefarm.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I get you.
And that smoking didn't fuck you up?
No, really, because, during my career, I smoked very, few cigarettes a day. Like, it would be...
Really? Because you were, known for it on sports talk radio. It's
I
like
know,
that
but
guy...
they making up stuff. Like, I heard somebody talking about smoking, like, in halftime, it's a joke.
I heard that.
No.
Didn't you hear that?
I never did.
Vlade ripping darts in the locker room?
Yeah, it's a good story, but I never did that. Like, I would, obviously, in the morning, after coffee...
Pat Riley
after lunch,
did. Those guys all did. Like,
I was
Cowens,
joking with Pat Riley. He made me smoke, yeah.
Your boy Cowens, was it
he did, yeah.
Yeah, those guys were different.
Yeah. I remember about Dave. Dave was, when they traded me for Kobe?
It's right here in my notes. Traded for, you were going to retire?
Yes.
But then you and Dave Cowens somehow were meant to be. God took care of you.
I think it was a setup. It was a setup because, I really thought I'm going to retire because, the game of basketball for me was fun, It wasn't a job. So... It was the first time in my lifetime it happens something is not going my way. Somebody just decide, Vlade, you're gonna move from LA and you're gonna play there, right? And I said, it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna go there. Said,
well, had you ever even heard of Charlotte before the NBA?
Yeah.
In Serbia, you know where Charlotte is.
In Serbia, no, I didn't. But when I came here, we play against Hornets, So, but I love LA. I love Lakers, right?
He's the best.
So, my family is here, so they told me but your contract is gonna be void. I said, I don't care. I play basketball for fun, and money is great, but it's coming because I'm good enough, to earn those money. So they changed the approach because if I retire, the deal would be off.
Void, yeah.
So they said, why don't you go there for a week, and just see it, if you like it or not, and then you make a decision, right? So then I went there. Dave waited for me, and then that's why I think it was a setup, to make me feel good, And
set up how though?
Probably, Mitch or Jerry called. I said, hey,
roll out the red carpet for Vlade.
Yeah,
but they would have anyway, don't you think?
Give him a pack of cigarettes,
Now, you talked about you were a Laker, and the Lakers obviously have a storied history of being a winning team.
Yeah,
the Hornets do not. Nor do the Kings. And wherever you went, they were good.
You're wrong. Yeah, my time in the Hornets, we won.
But no, I know that. I know they were great when you were there, and the Kings were great when you were there.
What he's saying is everywhere you go, everybody got better.
Teams win.
We had a good team. Obviously, I knew how to, bring people together. We had
Glenn Rice, Muggsy Bogues,
Anthony Mason, Del Curry.
Del Curry.
That was a good team.
He used to fucking kill us in the Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, I have nightmares
we won.
about
I think those 2 years I was there, we won first year
54 games.
55 games.
54.
The second year also 50+ games.
So how do you lose to the Knicks in the playoffs?
They were just better, and experienced, and actually
Who was the higher seed?
they were. We were fourth. They were they were fourth. We were fifth. But the following year, we played in the semis against Chicago Bulls, the team that won 72 games.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny. BJ, who played with
just been
to Chicago, he came to us.
Yeah.
And they.
Oh, that's when he mouthed off to Jordan.
Exactly.
And Jordan fucking took his lunch.
Look, we beat. They won 72 games. The playoff comes, and we beat them first game in Chicago. And BJ start talking like,
he should know better more than anybody.
And I'm like, what are you doing, man? And I remember Michael came to our locker room before the second game. And, hey, guys, are you ready for tonight? Make sure you got all your gears ready. And he 50, 60, 70, whatever, 4-1. Go home.
BJ was real hot in that game, too. He was the
everybody
guy.
played a good game. BJ was
BJ was the guy.
Yeah, but he should know better than,
Well, yeah, he played with Mike. Like, how do you let that happen?
Yeah. Talking bear,
Anthony Mason and you got along great? Good?
Yeah. Very.
Tennessee State?
Tennessee State, yeah. He came from New York. They made a deal, Mason for Larry Johnson.
Grandmama, yeah. Oh, boy. So here's what I want to know about you and Dave Cowens. You guys bonded. Dave Cowens, to me, is maybe one of the most underrated big men.
I didn't know much about him in terms of his career, as a Celtic. But then, you see what he did, and I think he's a great coach. For a big man, unbelievable. I really enjoy, working with him.
Runner-up MVP off the bench.
Yeah.
I don't think he started till his last year.
Totally
with the
underrated player, yeah.
He never started a game
very,
for the Celtics.
Very tough, very tough.
He never started.
Yeah.
But think about it. You got Parrish, McHale, and Bird. Like, who do you sit down?
Yeah.
Bird?
Yeah.
You gonna sit down Larry Bird? Joe, let me ask you something. You gonna I got this. Jeannie bought this for me. When a guest tells a joke that's not funny, crickets.
Is that right?
Yeah. But I don't
Jeannie's funny.
Jeannie, people don't know that she's
Jeannie's
funny.
funny, yeah.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you
I was holding her when in the Playboy magazine.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Holding her.
Yeah.
Oh, in the the photo shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
When we were dating, she's like, "You've never seen my Playboy?" And I go, "No." And then she goes, "Why won't you look at my Playboy?" And I said, "You only get to unwrap a present once. I don't want to peek."
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
I got you.
I want the first time I get everything to be the first. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. When you were dating, yeah.
And then now married, I look back at her Playboys and I'm like, get in the room.
Yeah, she looked great.
All right, so
come on,
you send me nudes of Anna and we'll call it even.
Look, it's a nice picture at the Forum. I was in Jersey.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it. But now that I know Vlade's in the shots.
It's public record. It's weird when I go to I'll go to a show with her, like an autograph show, and people just show up with naked pictures for her to sign. I'm like,
that's ridiculous. Yeah,
that's got to be kind of weird. Like
stupid.
you just walked in, Kyle.
Yeah, people are just.
Could you sign it right over this part? Right.
You know what? When you talk about that, during my career, obviously now it's less, but I'm with the kids, somewhere in a restaurant, and I have a spoon and soup, just. And the guy grabs me and says, "Can you sign?" Come on, man. Let me.
Say, I don't mean to interrupt. It's like,
or something.
But you are interrupting.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I don't want to interrupt. It's like, but you already did.
Yes, exactly.
Dave Cowens and you, did you guys talk strategy? Did you talk about what it's like to be a big man for a storied franchise?
Well, that was his first year as a coach when I came there.
54 wins.
And I think second year we won even more than 54. Anyway,
and you were unconscious in those playoffs. You were like 22-10 and.
I love playoffs. The playoff, when we talk about numbers, my numbers during the regular season would go up.
always go up in the playoffs.
I love the playoffs. Yeah.
How'd you guys not get run down? It seems like today's players, when the playoffs come, it's you got to have that right mixture of young teams never win all the way. You got to have the veterans. But the veterans, it's like, it's a fucking grind. It's an extra
I remember,
months.
We talk about the Anna and family, when playoff comes, everybody around me were helping to get dressed, get good food, get, prepare for the games. It's unbelievable. I was a king, so.
Well, now I have to go back because you said before you don't have LeBron James top 10 of all time.
Yeah.
When we're talking about these guys going through it, how long he's done it, isn't that?
No, that's for all respect. Like what I like about LeBron and what I like about Luka being on Lakers, he can learn what LeBron does with his body and how he takes cares
$1 million a year on his health.
Exactly. So
So listen,
you gotta give him respect.
when you're doing top 10 of all time, it's not fair to have centers. Like I can't put Akeem because Akeem will kill everybody. I can't put Shaq because that's Wilt.
Yeah.
You can't put
you gotta go with
Kareem.
Let's say 4-4-4. Or
oh, by the way, that Charlotte Hornets team in '96,
yeah.
Or in the Lakers team that you left, everybody's 6'9".
Yeah.
You were on the two tallest teams in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like everybody, you and Eldon Campbell, 7 foot.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Easy, rest in peace.
I was there to see the family. It was very hard for me.
What happened? Like, it's like he was on a jet ski and he drowned.
Yeah, something happened. I didn't.
Yeah,
want
but
to
everybody says something happened. Like,
Yeah,
what
I didn't
happened?
wanna,
What happened?
It's
What does the
it's tra-
family say happened?
I didn't ask. It's just
Yeah, you can't ask.
tragic. It's just sad. He was a great guy. I love
That
him.
really fucked me up. The best South Carolina athlete
I
of all
couldn't
time.
believe it. Like today's you have this AI and things. A lot of news are fake news, right?
Yeah.
When I saw it first, I was like, it's one of those, but it hit me big time.
You're going to take Magic Johnson or LeBron James? You're the GM of all-time players. Your number one pick forever. You taking Magic Johnson or LeBron James?
I'm taking LeBron James.
I'm taking Magic.
Magic.
You taking Michael Jordan or you taking LeBron James?
Me?
Yeah. Who am I pointing at?
You could do this for all of them. I'm taking LeBron James over everybody.
You taking
Although I
Larry
am
Bird or you taking LeBron James?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
MJ and LeBron.
Yeah, you taking MJ?
MJ.
Larry Bird or LeBron James?
LeBron. Larry.
See where we're going with Kobe or LeBron?
Well, listen, he took Martin Begley Jr. or whatever. So
oh, you're right. Give me the fucking button. Give me the button. Give me the button.
Yeah. No, that's
Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
He's a killer. Kobe's a fucking killer.
I would take Kobe, and then it's a big gap.
Well,
okay, Matt Barnes.
Let me ask you something because I'm not arguing.
Anthony
with you.
Peeler or LeBron James.
I'm not arguing with you because you have been a GM in the league. You've played in the league, but you were a great passing big man. You talk about Magic. Kobe, not a passer. LeBron is fourth all time in
LeBron's
assists.
a great,
and he's a
great passer.
He's a forward.
Led the league in assists 3 years ago because he felt like it.
Yeah.
Look,
I love a pass
Don't get me
guy.
wrong. LeBron is a top.
Kevin McHale or LeBron James?
LeBron.
All right, there's our one.
But I'm a fan of players that stick with one franchise.
Here's the big one though, Vlade.
Go
James
ahead.
Worthy or LeBron James?
LeBron.
Okay.
Even though I love J Dub
Byron Scott's underrated.
big time.
16 points a game with.
But don't talk about offense. Talk about defense.
Well, my point
He's
about
got-
the offense is he played with Kareem, Worthy, and
Yeah.
Magic. The only way he got a shot is if the bus crashed.
Yeah, and he has to. Every time he has a ball, he has to make it.
He's my favorite player.
Otherwise, Magic wouldn't pass to him.
I got to talk to you about the former Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
People in this country were dumb. Like if a guy from Serbia comes to the United States and talks about Serbian politics, nobody knows what he's talking about. But if I go to Serbia and do stand-up and talk about Donald Trump,
Everybody's talking.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
So in my lifetime, it was just Yugoslavia behind the Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
Then there's crazy-ass wars. And now how many countries come out of Yugoslavia? 5? Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro.
Serbia, let's say coming from the south, Macedonia, Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia.
So 6 countries come from one. And it's about the size of roughly, we'll say, Pennsylvania.
Well, the Yugoslavia was country of 22 million people.
So it's like North Carolina.
Basically, yeah.
Now, you guys, like you and Drazen Petrovic were boys, but then when this war happens, like you're not allowed to talk to him, or
No,
it's
it was,
dangerous to be seen with him?
Well, Drazen was like a little bit older than me, but I was on the same team, in junior team with Tony Kukoc, Dino Raja. So we grew up together. And then when we were 18, we joined Drazen and his boys. And then from 18 to 24, we were together, playing Olympics, World Cups. Yeah, we came same year together in the NBA, 89. He went to Portland. I came to the Lakers. And I thought he's going to make it before anybody of European guys because he was so good.
Well, he was the guy.
And it's interesting, he went to Portland and his coach was...
Drazen?
No, Drazen went to Portland.
I only know him as a net.
No, he was in Portland first.
Okay.
And his coach was my coach on the Kings.
Malone?
No.
Who?
Come on. His son is coach of...
Adelman?
Adelman. So Rick had Drexler, he had Terry Porter, he had Danny Ainge, and he had another guy, I think, I forgot his first name, but Young, last name. So he didn't have a chance to give Drazen minutes, right? So Drazen was very frustrated, and so he asked the trade after a year or two. He went to Nets.
I think he shot 50%.
Yeah.
From 3.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Drazen.
And his work ethic, it was unbelievable.
Yeah?
Oh.
How was yours?
It was okay. Like I was a guy, if you're a coach, you tell me what to do, I'll do everything. What you say. But to stay, after or come before, no.
I'll go early, but I don't like staying late.
No,
I'll show up 2 hours early. But when it's time to go,
yeah,
I got to go.
Yeah, I do everything, and train, probably, the best I can, I train and play better in practice than in the game. It's more.
Yeah.
It's always more,
well, that's what
energy.
you want. You want practice to be so hard that the game's easy, right?
Yeah.
So Drazen and you, the war happens.
The war happens, and
who's fighting who?
Everybody.
Like we know nothing about this.
Basically, the Slovenia, which is the north part of the republic, declared independence, right? And the Yugoslavian army, which army is from all those people, say no, and they had a little fight, and after a week, Slovenia get independence. And then Croatia realized we can do the same thing. They did the same thing, but in Croatia was difficult because a lot of Serbs lived in Croatia. They say, okay, if you want to go, we'll stay. And they start fighting.
Serbs and Croatians.
Yes. And then maybe a year later, Bosnia say, we'll go as independent. But problem in Bosnia is you have a Bosnian, Croatian, and Serbs live together. So they said, okay, if you go, we'll stay, we go back, and they had the civil war there. It was a mess. It was...
like our friend Nirvan.
Yeah, Nirvan is from Sarajevo, yeah.
He grew up, there's trauma there that I don't really know fully about, but there's a darkness.
It was terrible. They would live in a city where it was surrounded by the troops, and nobody could leave the city. And people were killed you go in the store, they shot you. It was terrible.
So why couldn't you and Drazen...
So the story back to Drazen, so I was very open in terms of talking about it. The war, that it's stupid, it's crazy. The politicians from all sides made us fight between us. But other people, they try to defend their side, and they didn't want to, talk to me. You know, and I remember last time I saw Dražen, he said, "Hey, you know, let's stay away from each other, you know, until the war is over, and then we'll get back together." I said, "You know, I don't have a friends part time. You know, it's basically stupid reasons."
So when Dražen dies, that's got to hurt
well,
more
the
than
Dražen died. It hurts me big time because
Yeah.
I realize it's never going to be opportunity for us to get together, you know, and
that's got to hurt worse than if when you stayed friends.
Yeah, and especially the way he died, and he had a great career. You know, it just started to play well. I think, you know, if he continued to play,
First international superstar.
Oh,
Absolutely,
no question. You know,
absolutely,
he would be all-star. He would, you know.
What a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it was just.
So here in the States, it would be as if, from my understanding, it would be like New Jersey says, "We're New Jersey. We're not this whole big thing."
Yeah.
New Jersey goes, and then the federal government goes, no. And Jersey goes, "No, fuck you." And they go, "Well, gee, this isn't worth it. New Jersey, you can go." Pennsylvania goes, "Well, we're going to go too." But my dad, who's from New Jersey, now lives in Eastern Pennsylvania. So now he's stuck between two worlds.
Exactly.
But do that times 6.
Yeah. It was just a mess.
And how is it now?
Now is better. I would say, you know, you don't have a war, so it must be better. But I don't like our politicians.
They all suck everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like them. You know, in terms of, especially in Bosnia, like, you know, they every time they want to win the election, they use that part, like what happened like before. You know, hey, leave the history in the past. You know, let's move forward.
I read a book about the Bosnians in World War II and about how these guys were like heroes, and I told Nirvan about it. He goes, "That book's fucking bullshit. It's all propaganda. This is what really..." And I was like, Jesus Christ. But it was like a best-selling like World War II book about how this particular leader,
you know,
ran like underground channels for the U.S. troops and hid them up in the mountains. And Nirvan's like, fuck that. That guy was a piece of shit.
But you know what? What bothers me most, actually, about that is that I grew up in a multi-ethnic city where we had, like, you know, Christians and Muslim, you know, and it was great. I grew up in that environment, you know, and my parents brought me to, you know, love everybody, you know, and I lived until I moved here when I was 21. I was 21, so for 20 years I lived in a lies. That's what hurts me.
Yeah,
you know, I thought, you know, we are all brotherhood. We are all together.
So that makes sense as to who you were as a team player. Because you always bring people together.
I guess so, yeah.
When you go from there, when you go from Serbia, and now you're playing in Los Angeles, that must have been like dying and going to heaven.
Exactly.
Palm trees? What are palm trees? Right? In-N-Out burgers,
look,
chicks?
Even today, I just, you know, I wouldn't move from LA. I love this weather. You know, when I
love it.
Somebody asked me, where do you live? I said, it's summertime. I live in Montenegro, where it's basically same climb. I have my boat. I go on the ocean, you know. Wintertime, yeah, fishing.
I love to fish.
Wintertime, I'm back to California.
Are there black people in Serbia?
Yeah, a few of them, and especially students in the capital of the city, Belgrade.
But nobody like grows up black. And
No.
So you're playing for like the Showtime-ish Lakers.
I was.
You must have thought you were in a movie.
But you know,
car wash.
But you know what? It was interesting when I came in, you know, and I think that's why they took me under their wings, because they realize who I am and where I'm coming from. That I have no, you know, second thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I grew up like we are all together.
Who were you closest with on that team?
On a Showtime, I was with AC and Byron and Michael.
You and AC Green just chopping up the Bible?
No, well, you know, I was. It was even today. AC remembers some words, you know, that I, you know, because I didn't speak English when I came here.
That's insane.
Zero. So
Zero?
Zero. I knew how to say hi, bye. You know, maybe order a cheeseburger, plain. That's it. But you know, after you know, 3 to 6 months, I start communicate, and then obviously AC came to me, you know, approached to find a way how we can communicate. So I taught him, you know, Serbian. You know, he taught me English. So yeah.
All right. I gotta go. This is the best. I hope you had a good time.
I love it.
I have one important question
Yes.
before you go.
All right, I'm gonna answer this guy's text.
You're 7'2". When you're on the road, or 7'1". When you're on the road, what are they doing? You sleep sideways in a king size bed?
No. They have those beds now without the how you call it, It blocks you.
Without a okay.
Yeah, so
you're just hanging off the end?
No, you just usually it's a good length, but if it's a little shorter, you just put the chair or sofa, whatever. But
I'm 6'4" on the road, and my feet are hanging off the bed. And you got 8 inches on me.
That's okay, especially now in those hotels.
Which town had the best strip club?
Sure. I love Atlanta.
Magic City.
I guess so. Yeah. See, you know better than I do.
Yeah.
You play the NBA or?
No, I don't fuck with those. I don't fuck with strip clubs. Those girls are magicians. They make the money in there, disappear, and go over here.
Oh yeah. Oh, they deserve it.
So you're just promoting, just hanging out.
Yeah, I'm just.
Vlade's he is a total uniter.
Now, is the 2002 series? Is that the Lakers series? You guys lose in 7 games. Is that if there's one series in your career? Do you think about that one a lot?
No.
Is it because you knew it was rigged?
Oh my God, Joe!
You know what?
Rigged how?
Look, I don't want to go.
They took 40 free throws in the fourth quarter.
No, look,
don't foul him.
Look, I looked at that series and we had, it was a great ride. It was. I always look the positive. In my mind, we won. So, somebody asked me, "Oh, you got a ring?" I say, "I got a ring. Show it to me." I show him. He said, "That's not a championship." He said, "It's a marriage, with Anna. So that's the most important ring."
You know what's up?
Huh?
Yeah, my wedding ring's my most important ring.
Thank you.
What player in your life did the most with the least amount of talent that just went on through sheer hard work to become a great player?
Well, for me, everything. The work that he puts, Kobe. It's amazing. I can't explain to you what he did, in practice, before practice, in the game. He was a winner. The only thing that I didn't like about it is that he was expecting from all his teammates to do the same thing.
Yeah, don't do your best, do my best. Yeah.
But he would push his teammates to become better.
It's amazing he was on a team with Swaggy P.
But I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to finish my career playing with him alongside. But also, Jerry West drafted me. I play with Magic.
How does he know who you are? It wasn't like the video culture now.
No, but years later, Bob McAdoo was playing in Europe, and he played against me. And I guess he told, "Hey, some kid over there, pay attention on him." And then we had a McDonald's tournament in which was you bring the NBA team to Europe, and then European teams playing against him. There was a year 87, 88. We played against Celtics in Madrid. And I guess they saw some footage. And
that's a big swing with the 26 pick?
26 pick.
But you know what? Fuck up your name in the draft? Did they say it right?
They probably did, yeah.
Vlade Divac.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And I was... I thought, my agent back then told me I'm going to be between 10 and 15.
Oh.
And 15, 16, 17, nobody wants to pick me.
Were you in Serbia during
No, I was in Madison Square Garden waiting.
Oh, no.
And I was so disappointed. Nobody wants me.
Do you think that helped you your rookie year to have a chip on your shoulder?
No, really. I didn't. I know who I am. I know what can I bring. And I wanted to show everybody back home I can make it. Because in Europe, everybody thought, oh, it's NBA. Nobody can make it over there. That was my
Hall
goal.
of Fame, dude.
But
we thought you were from another planet. I remember watching basketball. You were the first big European guy. It was and your name was weird, and the accents over the letters and shit. We didn't know what you were.
I was lucky.
We used to do bong hits. We'd smoke a lot of pot in New York City. Yeah. We'd be in the apartment, and we'd get we'd get really stoned, and we would just sit there in our chairs going, Vlade Divac. And the other
because
one
was, Lakers announcer Larry.
Vlade Divac. We would just sit there, Vlade Divac, like we were robots.
Number 12, Vlade Divac.
Vlade Divac.
And I was fighting for my name because a lot of people would call Divac, and I want to protect my last name. I don't want to change it.
Yeah,
it's a
Divac.
Divac.
Divac. What do you call that accent?
Yeah, Divac.
Divac. Like Luka's got all lines. It's almost like Vietnamese with all the lines over all the letters.
Yeah, but it's Ch is Luka Dončić.
Dončić.
Yeah, but I'm Divac. Anyway, so I was lucky. Like I said, Jerry drafted me. I had the opportunity to play with Magic, who made me. I had a coach, Riley, my first rookie year. I had my teammates, James Ford.
It was good seeing you at that Pat Riley event.
Yeah. And then, you know what Lakers did? Very smart. Kareem retired, but they kept him to work with me. So Kareem helped me a lot, you know, during especially our training camp in Hawaii. You know, just to get feeling, you know, what the NBA is all about.
Yeah, they used to go to Hawaii when Dr. Bus was alive. They trained them. Now they go to
the best owner
ever
in history of the sports ever.
That's what Byron says too, and that's sure.
Look, you know, my last year, he called me. He says, "Hey, kid, you start with the Lakers. You got to finish with the Lakers," and that's why I came back.
That's great
because of Jerry Buss.
And your back, your poor back. They should have steroids in basketball, like in baseball.
But you know, when I got hurt, I knew that was the year.
No steroids in basketball. Like baseball, they're shooting themselves up all the time.
Yeah, we are tall.
Gotta be limber.
Yeah,
gotta be limber. Vlade, thank you for coming.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for your time.
Good job.
Jay Mohr's my uncle.
Putting off replacing your window treatments because you think it's complicated? At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years proving it doesn't have to be. And today is your last chance to save big on Spring Black Friday deals. Whether you want to DIY it or have a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we've got you. Free samples, real design experts, and zero pressure. Just help when you need it. Shop up to 45% off with minimum purchase, plus get a free professional measure during the Blinds.com Spring Black Friday Last Chance sale. Rules and restrictions apply.